Okay, this is the second section of the lecture 1, diseases of the salivary gland. Sialadenitis. Sialadenitis caused by either viral infection, bacterial infection, or sometimes due to autoimmune disease. Between the viral sialadenitis, one of the most important is the mumps. This is a viral infection for the salivary glands caused by the paramyxovirus. In the children, the disease is self-limited, while in the adult, it is accompanied by either pancreatitis or bronchitis. So, this case associates with permanent sterility of the affected individual. Bacterial sialadenitis results from the retrograde infection of the salivary gland in cases of dry mouth or in cases of dehydration, particularly in the post-operative states or due to ductal obstruction of the salivary duct. autoimmune sialadenitis أخذناها سابقا هواية وحكينا عنها وقلنا هي mostly result from the Sjogren syndrome. Okay. Here is a child with mumps. Look at the enlargement of the salivary gland which is affected by the virus. Salivary gland tumors. The most majority of the salivary gland tumors is benign tumors. Okay, which mostly involving the parotid gland as well as the submandibular glands. In the parotid glands, most of the tumors is benign, and the most benign tumor which arise or involve the parotid gland is the pleomorphic adenoma, or what we call it the mixed tumor of the salivary gland. Much less frequent is the papillary cyst adenoma lymphomatosum, or what we call it the Wharton tumor. إذن الآن most majority of the tumors involving the salivary gland who are affecting the parotid, followed by the submandibular gland. Most of the parotid tumors is benign, represented by the pleomorphic adenoma. Okay, so pleomorphic adenoma, this tumor accounts over 90% of benign tumors involving the salivary gland, اللي هو mostly appear when in the parotid gland. Okay, it is a slow growing, well demarcated, apparently encapsulated lesion, most often arising in the superficial parotid. Adequate margins of resection are thus necessary to prevent the recurrence. يعني لازم من يصير هذا التيومر ونجي نريد نسوي له surgical resection، لازم يعني نحسب انه نشيل مسافة معينة بحيث تكون كل التيومر احنا نشيل. هذه الحالة بالنسبة للبليومورفيك ادينوما تكون صعبة. ليش؟ لأنه لازم شو نسوي، يعني تكون ريسكي، لأنه مرات قد نسوي انجري للفيشل نيرف، لأنه الفيشل نيرف يمر خلال الباراتيد جلاند. اوكي، لذلك يعني يضطرون السيرجنز ان يتركون جزء من عنده على يسوون تراما للفيشل نيرف. Because of this behavior of the tumor and the remnant portion after its resection remain in the site of its development, therefore the recurrence rate of the tumor is present. Therefore on average, about 10% of excision are followed by recurrence. In the morphology, histologic feature is heterogeneity. The histologic feature of the tumor is heterogeneous. ليش؟ لأنه هو يحتوي على myxoid stroma containing the neoplastic cells, وأحيانا يكون inside the tumor there is a part of bony tissue or cartilaginous tissue. Therefore, it is of heterogeneous components. The tumor is of heterogeneous components. لذلك نسميه mixed parotid tumor أو pleomorphic adenoma. These epithelial elements are intermingled within a myxoid connective tissue stroma, sometimes containing islands of chondroid or bone. When a primary or recurrent benign tumor are present, for many 10 to 20 years, malignant transformation may occur. This tumor bear a risk for malignant transformation, but really it is a weak propensity for malignant transformation. If the malignant transformation occur, so the tumor is known as the malignant mixed salivary gland tumor or malignant pleomorphic adenoma. Malignancy is less common in the parotid gland, 15%, representing 15%, than in the submandibular gland, which represent 40%. Therefore, the tumors which arise in the submandibular gland is more ominous than those which arise in the parotid gland. يعني مشؤومة تكون أكثر في submandibular gland. هذه هي الكيس of the pleomorphic adenoma. جاي تشوفونه هذا هو التيومر اللي صاير بالسوبرفيشال parotid gland. In the section, this is a tumor. It appears to be well circumscribed. طبعا أحيانا نلقى أكو capsular invasion of the tumor, but this do not reflecting the malignancy. بالإضافة إلى أنه بالهاي magnification power راح نلقى كله عبارة عن myxoid stroma. هذه هي myxoid stroma containing a sheets or clumps of neoplastic cells. السلايد اللي راح تشوفونه بالعملي أيضا نراويكم piece of bone and cartilage which or cartilaginous or bony tissue which develop in the tumor. السكند اللي هو الورثن tumor or what we call it the papillary cyst adenoma lymphomatosum or a cyst adenoma lymphoma. هذا منين جاي أنه يعتقدون أنه هذا التيومر هو no real tumor, but it is a heterotopic salivary tissue trapped within the regional lymph node. ليش؟ لأنه it consists of double layer of epithelial tissue overlying lymphoid tissue. Okay, overlaying a lymphoid tissue even with germinal center. هذه germinal center of the lymphoid tissue. هذه يعني low magnification power to reveal the outlines of the tumor. Here is the double layer of epithelial tissue, and this is the lymphoid tissue with germinal center. Yes. Half of reported cases have had a prior radiation exposure, reflecting the radiation exposure as a predisposing factor for the development of this tumor. Thanks for listening.